The Kremlin said U.S. intelligence was mistaken if it believed Russian President Vladimir Putin aimed to seize all of Ukraine or reclaim parts of Europe once under Soviet control, rejecting such claims as inaccurate. Britain's Health Minister Wes Streeting said he would do all he could to avert further strikes as hospital doctors returned to work after a 5-day walkout over pay and working conditions during a critical period for the NHS. Kosovo will hold elections on December 28 after a year-long political deadlock dissolved parliament and deepened a €1 billion fiscal gap. Prime Minister Albin Kurti's party failed to form a coalition, raising fears of renewed instability. China said the U.S. interception of a China-bound Venezuelan oil tanker violates international law, stressing Venezuela's right to relations with other countries. Spokesperson Lin Jian said Beijing opposes unilateral, illegal sanctions and condemns ship seizures during a daily press briefing. U.S. Coast Guard is chasing a sanctioned Venezuelan-linked oil tanker in international waters, marking a second weekend operation. Officials say the vessel is part of a dark fleet, flying a false flag and targeted under a judicial seizure order. U.S. intelligence reports warn Vladimir Putin seeks to capture all Ukraine and reclaim Soviet territories, 6 sources said, contradicting President Donald Trump's claim that Moscow wants peace, even as negotiations aim to end the war with Russia holding less land. China's Commerce Ministry imposed anti-dumping measures on European Union imports, deepening trade tensions after the EU introduced provisional tariffs of up to 37.6% on China-made electric vehicles in July, citing unfair subsidies. Consumer lending in Spain has reached pre-financial crisis levels, driven by strong economic growth and banks shifting from mortgages to riskier, more profitable credit. After collapsing post-2009, lending rebounded as Spain outpaced EU growth and is expected to lead again in 2026. Italy's competition authority fined Apple and 2 units €98.6 million, alleging abuse of dominant market position. Regulators said Apple's App Store holds absolute dominance over third-party developers, violating European competition rules in the mobile app market. A mortgage fraud probe into Democratic Representative Eric Swalwell began after FHFA chief William Pulte referred allegations from a conservative outlet. The report claims Swalwell listed a Washington home as his principal residence, despite saying he permanently resides in California. Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson left Sunday's 28-24 loss to the Patriots in the second quarter with a back injury and was later ruled out. Coach John Harbaugh said it appeared to be a bruise after Jackson was kneed in the back.